today, bros, frauditors, he puts them on the grill. Stop complaining about your massive water bill. Stick the boy up where the sun don't shine. When I'm done with you, your shop will be mine. I'm living life I've taken in the sun. I destroy frauditors, I do it all for fun. I got weapons of mass destruction for you, bud. I got 99 crumbs, but a goat ain't one. But a goat ain't one. I got 99 crumbs, but a goat ain't one.
Today's video takes us to Chicago, Illinois, to a goat farm over on Division Street, where we're going to listen to Shady Shade Ghanayem rant and rave about Dr. Dave. Well, he has nothing else to do in life. Let's recap. He lost a family goat farm to foreclosure. Then he lost his daddy's car repair business. It's just a shell of what it used to be. I don't know, man. You're doing real good here in the United States. Maybe you should go back to whence you came from, perhaps? Of course, he says he's from right here. You keep talking about that, no doubt. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy GoatBoy.
Alrighty, Audit them, back on duty. Man, I just got off the live right now. I just got off the 3-minute session we had with Willoughby, Ohio. I got dressed up too. I was wearing a suit, you know. But I shut it down too early. I should have kept it going. But there was just one guy that came in after me, and they shut it down. That was it. But overall, the moral of the story. See, Coulter, he's a very disturbed person, and he's gonna find peace. I think he's incapable of finding peace, right? He's a sick person, has thousands of images of animal pornography on his hard drives, right? And if it's true that his mayor and his staff follow him and enjoy his content, this means they're waiting and they're anticipating for him to create new animal pornographic content.
This is what Shady Shade Ghanayem considers to be pornographic animal content. What the hell's wrong with him? I don't know. He has gone way past the point of being over the edge, though. Yeah, he's off into the abyss, never to be seen again. I don't think any amount of lithium is going to help this boy. Yeah, he's way past it. He's a super hater, though. See him there on the left? That's him. Yeah, he's making it rain on that goat.
In an attempt to annoy and insult an entire perceived religious or ethnic background. Yes, DWM, the attorney showed that on behalf of this rogue individual, right? Because the attorney said that was very inappropriate. So he was referring to Coulter's disgusting felony that he committed in that video. That's a felony. That event has to be revisited. Here's what Coulter is saying. Also brings up the question of his association with the municipality that includes this mayor. DWM, it's very disturbing and alarming of why a person would choose. This whole time I have been doing an investigation. I said, no, you know what? Let me sit back because they'll get darker. Someone like Coulter's culture. Those people are dark individuals to possess thousands upon thousands of images of animal pornography.
Now you're going to hear Georgie Boy talking a lot about this DWM. Somebody in his chat that has a wrench, that's who he's talking about. But the attorney shut down the comments because it wasn't from GoatBoy. Not because of the nature of the comments, not because they were so-called felonious comments, but because they didn't come from GoatBoy himself. Yeah, that's what they call third-party bullshit. GoatBoy, of course you wouldn't know that. He is trying to have me arrested on charges of threatening people, and it's just not going to work, GoatBoy. I didn't threaten anybody. You can show that video from now until the goats come home, and it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. You're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Or would that be a goat hill? I don't know. But shut the fuck up already.
Right? Insinuation of men and having sexual it's very, very disturbing what these people are brought to themselves. Because it goes in writing, right? It all goes in writing. And so, in the end, I said, no, he's trying to kill me. He wants to kill me. And the mayor hung up the phone. He said, your 3 minutes is up. But at the same time, they are on notice, right? They are on notice. Something is off with David Coulter. Something is very wrong with him. Someone without an inch of peace, with an unstable tongue, right? Unstable mentality of what he brings to the table is like a large puppet he is, right? Because he brings other criminals into chat sections. So he gives law enforcement access to additional criminals to hold criminals in contempt. It's a big organization across state lines that these folks are involved with. On their hard drive they have, they're creating death threats and emails, subliminal messages, and pornographic animal porn.
Shady George Ganayam, who lives in Chicago over there on Division Street, he believes that this somehow is goat pornography. He thinks it's bestiality. There's something wrong with that boy. There truly is. This is a meme, and it has pictures on it with men looking at goats. How? Well, you know what? I'm not even going to ask that question. No, I'm not going to ask that question because it doesn't deserve an answer. Let's just carry on.
With an intent and a message of bad faith. And the reasoning behind it is Coulter's words. To piss him off, right? Or to push him over the edge, right? Or to... This is something that... something that has to be studied, right? The devil's here for a reason. You know what I'm talking about? He's to be studied and analyzed. Now, them folks are on notice. Yeah, the attorney, he said, no, strike that portion, keep the rest. So this raises a big question. DWM, what's normal? This seriously raises a large question. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it right now. But here's the deal. That 3 minutes was good and all, but it's not enough. I have more to speak and say, right? I'm going to attend the next meeting. I'm going to get auditors to attend the meetings on there too.
Oh, yes, indeed. The next meeting will be on Tuesday, December 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I'll put a notice up beforehand. But see, here's the thing. The council president said he's not going to allow people to speak on the same subject over and over again. Yeah, because that man who got up in person was talking about a traffic hazard, and he said, I'm going to bring people down here. No, we're not going to hear all that shit. No. Yeah, because, see, they reserve the right of who's going to speak and who's not going to speak. Yeah, it's not as American as you think. And by the way, GoatBoy, Shady Ganayam over there in Chicago, these are cartoons. These are not real people. You stupid shit.
Remember, Coulter, he says he wants to involve himself and he wants to create animal pornography and distribute that for his audience. So when they're watching on 50-inch TV screens, they see the asses and the rear ends of animals and men, putting images of men next to that. That's what he wants to provide for his audience. They anticipate in seeing that type of stuff as he adds vulgar language. You know what I'm talking about? That fall under federal statutes, federal code, and revised statute. As they say, silence is acquiescence. If this municipality does not respond to this, they then they're stipulating to your facts. DWM, it's on notice, right? It is on notice. Like Coulter and his followers, they are so like unbelievably dumb.
Oh, wait a minute, good people. Did Shady Shade Ghanayam from Chicago, Illinois just call me and my followers dumb? He has his followers convinced that I've done something wrong. He is such an idiot. Oh my God. Yeah, I'd like to meet him in person. I bet he wouldn't say anything to me. You want to bet on that? I bet he'd be so meek and timid. He'd look down at the ground most of the time. He wouldn't say a word to me. He'd be so afraid. I'm telling you. I should have taken him up on his offer to meet him 4 years ago at the law library. Oh, that would have been great, wouldn't it?
Why? Why can I call them dumb? It's because they put things in writing, right? They give us evidence. They confirm who they are in real life. And they type away behind a keyboard and think everything is free speech, right? There's a distinction between free speech and an hate organization like Coulter's that we're going to use as a case study against him and whoever's complicit with him to, again, how many times I said this, to potentially inspire or rewrite the United States anti-Semitism bill. We're going to use people like him, right? A sick, disturbed 4 years straight, man. That guy is ill, mentally ill, and he's felonious. Let me just tell you those 4 words, right? Right, yeah, he may be associated in a racket with the municipality based on the municipality's lack. Here's the good part, DWM. Here's the good part. The good part is, like you said, they're on notice. There's too many good parts. We'll speak about it. We'll get to it.
I have never once said anything about Jewish people, good, bad, or indifferent. I have never spoken about Jewish people. What in the F are you babbling about, boy? Matter of fact, I have a 2-hour live stream from GoatBoy where he disparaged Jewish people. That is so awful, I can't post it to YouTube. YouTube would take that down. Of course, he took his live stream down too after he was done babbling about it, so it doesn't exist anymore except for on my hard drive. Perhaps I could put it on another platform and shame him. Yeah, because the things he said about Jewish people, I don't even want to repeat. The hell's wrong with this boy anyway?
You know, I told Coulter the last time about, I told him about, I don't know, what was it? 6 months ago? We spoke on the phone in private, and then he exploited that. I was attempting to make additional peace, like the 8th time, right? He destroyed each and every one. So, this is my testimony, you know? And it's all like, it's coming to an end. It's crashing down on him. It's finished. I had to endure. I'm going to show you guys all, emails, everything, what I had to endure for 4 years from these select people, right? We're doing subpoenas. We're doing all that. These people that think they're anonymous and they're trolls and they're doing death threats, that's not free speech. That's death threats, you dumb monkey. You know, he's putting females, Dr. Dave, or what was his name, David Robert Coulter, is putting pictures of females, family members, and insinuating rape. And people, his own followers, are calling, some of them are calling him out, and some others are enjoying what he's discussing.
Yeah, Georgie's pissed off because I put a picture of his sister. Her name is Summer. Yeah, I put a picture of her on my community post, and I said, would you like to love her a long time, short time, or would you prefer to love a goat? Oh my God, Georgie. Satire. Look up the definition of satire. You know, you get so butthurt over everything. You know why Georgie Boy gets butthurt? Let me break it down for you. Because Georgie Boy was picked on when he was in school. They bullied him. And now he's a thin-skinned, crybaby idiot. Oh, he's a little bitch that needs his mommy because he was picked on when he was a child. Did your mommy used to bake you cookies when you come home from school every day and say, "Now, Georgie Boy, don't worry. Those kids don't mean that." And now you need a safe space? Look at you. 38 years old. You're a pussy.
And doubling down and tripling down, right? Somebody says, what does this person have to do with not only just putting their picture up, but insinuating rape? What a disturbed. And that other dude, Flat Douche in Canada, he's tied to, he has a hard drive, terabytes probably, of animal pornography on his computer. It's on his channel right now, right? But his followers like that stuff, so they don't report it, so his channel remains active. Right? But you need that data, and people are watching in. It's going to come crashing down on those 8 or 9 creators that have been terrorizing other creators, cyber terrorism. And David Coulter, he's the founder, right? So Frauditor Troll, he's under him. Flat Douche, he's under him. They all got affiliation with dehumanization, right? When they were all sharing Coulter's dirty words, criminal words, far from satire.
You know, another thing that Georgie Boy gets all upset about is when you talk about his mama. Yeah, I don't know why he gets so upset about that. It's just your mother. Yeah, I don't know your mother. Yeah, she did look like a hot piece back in the day, though. I don't know. Did you see a picture of his mama, everybody? Yeah, go look on my community tab. She didn't look too bad back in the day. Is that what you get upset about, Georgie Boy? Because according to Georgie Boy, I'm encouraging men to jump on top of her. Nobody wants to jump on top of your old-ass mama, Goat Boy.
Prolonged harassment, you know what I'm saying, wishing upon death, push them over the edge. Talk like that, right? It's very alarming, and I endured that stuff for a long time, but then, you know what? A lot of people are being affected. So there's many people that are going to speak up against Coulter, because in this life, you know what I'm talking about, every man should already know common law. Wish upon others what you wish upon yourself, you know. He could, listen, I could claim 1,000 things, right? I don't like doing that, going back and forth, tit-tat, right? I like talking about facts and evidence. That's it. I'm not gonna say these things, right? I'm gonna know of, right?
Has anyone ever noticed how many times Shade George Ghanayem ever says the word right? He says it almost at the end of every sentence. Right? Right? Oh, here he is having a premonition. A premonition from God about a goat in the sky. Yeah, whatever, man.
I'm going to stand by evidence. And so if I had to endure this type of harassment, death threats, and putting family images and insinuate, you know, racist sub-dehumanization, oh, that's free speech, and that's... no, that's not. There's people being charged with hate crime on this type of stuff, right? So this is what we're going to pin him, and the people who partook with him, he already pinned himself. You know what I'm talking about? Because all he knows is death. Is what he wishes upon others, right? That's all he knows in his mind. So that's a sickness. That's a diseased individual. You have to thank him for just being himself and showing himself, and be able for YouTube to provide transcripts so you don't even have to hear his voice, but you can take to account his words. No need to hear his voice. It's devil-like. It's turn off. You know what I'm talking about? Why? Because the contents of his words, not necessarily how his voice or whatever. No, it's the contents of his words.
I don't care about your words. It's your voice. I can only listen to it for so long. And this is the second video I made today. So I'm all done. Now, he's given me approximately 8 hours worth of live streams in the last 3 days. 8 hours. Divide that by 15 minutes. Let's see. That's 4 videos. That's 4 videos per one of his hours. That's 32 uploads Dr. Dave can make. Holy palomino. We're going to be GoatBoy crazy by the time we're done with this shit, huh, good people? Well, I tell you, man, that's all I'm going to put on here for today. We went through about maybe 12 minutes, I think. Maybe not even 12 minutes. Nah, we got a shit ton of stuff to listen to. Thank you, GoatBoy. Appreciate it. Stop over to GoatBoy's channel and leave a comment. Unless you're blocked, because he blocks most people that come over there. Yeah, I got one channel he hasn't blocked, but I just stay in there and listen. I don't say anything. Yeah, you can't do anything about that one, can you, GoatBoy? Hey, good people, I want to remind you about my main channel, Dr. Dave, Debunker of Frauditors. That's the channel that has over 6,800 videos on. I don't think you'll find any GoatBoy videos over there, but if you do, enjoy them. Yeah, completely different videos over there. You'll never see the same ones there that you see on this channel, so enjoy. Now, we're going to go ahead and close this video out with a Fafo fool that I miss dearly. Her name was Jessica. Roll that clip.
I really need backup.
What are you doing? Oh my gosh, why'd you come so close to me like that?
Why am I held at a different standard? Why are the police above the law? Doing this by myself isn't working anymore. Now that the police know who I am.
Please don't come on top of me like that. Were you going to put your hands on me?
Why is everyone on their side above the law? And the state cop, Pennsylvania State Police know who I am now and have my car.
Are you kidding me?
I would like to not be on the video.
I would like you not to put your hands on me, ma'am.
This is the problem. This is part of why I picked up my camera to begin with. I get arrested by the PA state cops for being kinda disorderly.
This woman just almost put her hands on me.
Because I want to make the world a better place. I got my second false arrest.
Guess what? You're not allowed to put your hands on anybody either. That's breaking the law, ma'am.
And no one knows the law. I'm trying to deal with that, and yeah, it did screw me up. Yeah, it did scare me.
It's not a joke.
Nobody. I went into court today, and the Constitution held no weight. I'm trying to deal with that, and yeah, it did screw me up. Yeah, it did scare me.
Please don't come that close to me again.
The law held no weight. So what do we do now? And I couldn't audit last week because of it.
If you put your hands on me, I'll put my hands back, ma'am.
It's so frustrating, and I'm trying not to cry. I don't know. I'm back. Because I've given you guys enough crying videos. And I don't leave fast enough. So, I don't leave fast enough, and because I'm not like that. And people think I got my my little law degree, my YouTube law degree. No, dude. I feel like if I stop, that it's them, I'm letting them win. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I was assaulted by a police officer. And I just don't have that. That's not a part of me. Who never had the right or the authority to put his hands on me. And I'm asking questions and trying to have a conversation with the police officers about what I've done wrong when I've committed no crime. I read the Constitution. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of lost my way. And then at the end, after the judge dismissed one charge. I can't give up, I can't give in, it's just the way I am. Disorderly conduct, fighting. So, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. I'm not just sitting around, trying to think of videos for clicks and views. I'm trying to make the world a better place. They wanted me to do jail time up to 6 months.
Who deprives another of their First Amendment rights is personally and departmentally subject and sued for civil damages.
I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. What do you guys think? I had a lawyer, but it fell through.
I'm going to sue you. Do you understand that?
So, I've talked to a lot of different auditors, all the ones that you guys watch and love too. And it's funny because the ACLU gives us these printouts, right? Saying about all the rights we have about photography rights.
I was going to, but if you're making me leave under threat of arrest.
Everybody said, don't let them intimidate you into stopping. Don't let them Don't let them tie you down.
And you're going to violate my rights on camera. That's fine. That's all I need, I guess.
And what to do if you're stopped by police, and what to do in the event that they, try to take your phone or stop the recording. Don't let them do that to you, because that's exactly what they want.
I'll leave, but I mean, you're still violating my rights and breaking the law, sir. Aren't you law enforcement?
And this is for recording in a courthouse, in a public lobby. I never got past security. They're trying to intimidate you so that you stop.
Okay. Under threat of arrest.
And what you're supposed to do. And that you can reach out to the ACLU for help. Well, guess what? They don't give a shit. I'm not gonna stop. Not now, not ever.
Guys, Pennsylvania State Police, where do I go to, file complaints?
So, I don't know what to say about that. If Long Island Audit can do it for 4 years, if Direct D could do it for 4 years, Auditing America, Press NH Now, First Amendment rights.
Against you guys, where?
Supervisor, I can read it there right now.
Oh, yeah. Could you please call supervisor?
They said they'd help me get a lawyer. The J-Town Press, Joey Surreal Cam, Grow with a Camera.
I'd appreciate that. Could you please call supervisor?
So they wanted a $1,000 fine. I don't know. Everybody, I don't know.
I will leave under threat of arrest, sir.
Well, now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct, please.
I don't know I'm not sure what to do. I need a lawyer yesterday. It seems like I wasn't thinking fast enough, and that's why I got arrested twice. And today, I brought the law with me, because I can't remember it. Because when I'm editing the video, I can see the arrest coming, just like you can. They're not allowed to stop me from filming because it's a constitutionally protected activity. And you're probably like, girl, just run, just get out of there. And they can't do anything to violate my rights. I think too slow,